Hello again, and welcome to another edition of Along the Rock, our podcast that features the people of the Sauk Valley and the river that runs through it. I'm your host, Mark Morris, and joining me today, and I can't believe this is already a year later, but apparently it is. That's what they're telling me. So Chris Schueler and Tony Walters from Brother Daryl's, and also from the YSJ, and I will let you decide if you want to use the expanded version of that name, golf tournament. Welcome, guys, again.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Yes, thank you.
How you doing?
Thank you.
Thanks for coming up. Well, start from the beginning. I know you guys have gotten already more entries than you had last year, but for those who are not aware of what's going on and when, either one of you could start.
Yeah. Well, we started this as just a joke, and it's something that's taken off. And I think the first year it was 108 golfers. I believe.
86
or 86. Yeah, that's right.
First year. Last year.
So
yep.
It just keeps getting bigger.
And this year so far, I know the deadline isn't here yet.
Yep. So we're trying to have everything done before July 1st. So if we can get things going before then, that'd be great. But as of right now, we're looking for golfers, sponsors, volunteers. Our set date right now is July 13th, which of course is a Sunday. That just makes it easier for us to shut down the restaurant.
Yeah,
sure.
And deal with the hangover on the next day.
Yeah.
So, but that's fine. That's we're here nor there. But this year is our 4th year, so it's the YSJ Classic Season 4.
No longer a joke.
No longer a joke. No,
I know.
We're now a full fledged. But we're trying for 144 golfers. This year, we're changing up the format a little bit.
Okay.
To help to get to the 144, we're going to go with a 4-man team, 4-person team, I should say, 4-person team, instead of the 2-person that we've been doing. That should help with speed things along a little bit and also help with boost our numbers up a little bit. But that's going to be one of the bigger outings in the area by a long shot. So
it's already their biggest one up at Lost Nation, and then
every year we've been the biggest one.
Yeah,
we just keep on getting bigger for them.
And there's just between the volunteers and everybody. I mean, we've got 160 people wandering around there, and they were great last year. New staff, new ownership. So just getting bigger and better.
Yeah.
So
heck yeah. I guess you're doing things right.
So we're doing something.
We show up.
I don't know about right, but
you like it informal. And maybe that's how a lot of golfers like it.
Yeah.
There are guys who golf all the time. I mean, even when it's cold out. But, I'm guessing you will let anybody who wants to golf and...
we don't restrict anything. This is a fun tournament. There is an age restriction.
Okay, yes.
There is. We do ask to be 21 and up.
Okay.
Just for the clear fact that we have a lot of drinkers that go out there and have a good time, and we just rather not have to worry about anything.
They're restocking the bar by 9 a.m.
Oh yeah.
And that's I wish I were exaggerating. And the new owner found that out last year.
By 9 a.m. you say they're restocking?
Well, we did have a little delay last year with the weather, so that helped. But it's
that was fun.
Yeah. So we only lost 2 tenths, and it just helps with having to worry about just the fact that just 21 and over. Everybody's old enough. We don't have to worry about that.
Men and women.
Men and women. Yeah, absolutely. Oh yeah. We have a lot of women that actually play.
Yeah.
Last year we had almost 20.
I believe so.
Almost 20 women playing in there. They have their own teams, or there's a mix and match of husband, wives, boyfriend, girlfriends, things like that.
Mother, son.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's a whole scheme of things. So we have a lot of fun with it.
Prizes?
There's a ton of prizes. We don't always know what the prizes are going to be, and sometimes they're a little bit of a surprise to the golfers.
Soliciting.
Yeah.
We actually have some stuff that we ordered that we're not telling anybody, or not even the people we're working with yet. So I think that's, a lot of the different
same ones.
Yeah, the golf bag. We personalized golf bag with "You Suck, Jackass." The season that you're in on that one. So a lot of little things too, towels. Not to mention the fact that a hole-in-one for a vehicle is there. And we're the only ones in the area to do a hole-in-one for $1 million. So
Yeah.
It's kind of a big deal.
That's a big deal.
I think you'd be the only one. Yeah.
Yeah. The vehicle's a little bit easier. Everyone gets a shot at that until someone hits a hole-in-one. So the first person to hit a hole-in-one on the hole 9, which is a par 3, they get to win a vehicle that's usually, and I believe it's going to be the same one this year. It's usually brought to you either through Sterling Chevy, and then Cam usually puts that on.
Cam
So
Plotter.
it should be B&R Auto.
Yep.
This year. He's the one that did it last year. And then we have to do things a little bit different for the $1 million. For the $1 million, every golfer that's in gets to be raffled, and whoever gets drawn, they get one shot at it.
Yeah, I was going to say, you have to just do it during the round, or
no, that one will be afterwards.
Special shot at it.
Yep, you get a special shot at it.
Okay.
Yep.
So you got all eyes on you.
And you can't play 5 times.
No, unfortunately not. No.
There's a lot of rules, and it's you have to have witnesses.
Yep.
It's got to be recorded on both ends. There's
It's got to be 3 witnesses, 2 cameras. Yeah, there's a bunch that we got to follow.
On a par 3. That's
yes. Yep.
Yeah, and it's the longest. I mean, they make you do it on, what is it? Isn't it like 180 some yards?
This one will be
whatever it is?
186. I
So,
believe.
yeah.
With the clubs nowadays, that's not even that far. I notice even the pros are hitting it, close to 400 now. So.
Yeah, but we're not.
I still use my driver.
That's a long way.
I use a baseball bat at this point.
If I could throw it that far, I'd try.
I just hurt my arm thinking about that. But yeah, that's one of the biggest things, and we know nobody does that around here.
Yeah.
And but it's something. We had a hard time getting people to buy tickets originally, which you would think shot for $1 million when you have that ever. But
Wait a minute, how much were the tickets?
$10, I think.
$10
But people were terrified because they either, I ain't gonna make it anyway, or they were nervous.
For $10?
I mean, don't get me wrong.
For $1 million, I'm going to swing a club at least once.
And I guarantee you, from start to finish, by that time of the day, I'm not nervous about anything. So, but
That might be a little bit of make it harder, actually, I would think.
Well,
because I've got a couple drinks in me at that point. I got to hit the ball
I might
first.
as well do it on the blindfold hole at that point, because that's where I'm at. So, but no.
Speaking of, those are some of the fun things we get to do. So
See how I transitioned?
Yeah, you
like
did.
what I
You did
there?
that pretty well.
So, what do you have, an insurance company that backs you up on this?
Yes.
Basically, that's usually how most works, even for the car. The car is an insurance policy. The hole-in-one for $1 million is an insurance policy.
Okay.
So
That's what I figured. But
Yeah.
So they're getting their money no matter if we win or want. So we want someone to make this. This isn't on us. We're not buying a car for you. The insurance company's doing it. So we want someone to make this hole-in-one.
Yeah, and that's usually American Family that sponsors that.
American Family, that is a hole-in-one. Yep. Dan Gordon with that.
Yep, and that's where a lot of, with the cause of this, everything goes to St. Jude's, which we've done for the last,
just going to ask you.
this will be our 4th year of going through Jesse's Mile,
Yep.
which is a local organization that goes straight to St. Jude. Mm-hmm. So we've worked with the Gordon family on that for the last 4 years and stuff. So, between them and all our volunteers, I mean, we put a lot of work into it, but our volunteers are the ones that should get all the credit for most of this, because we play.
We drink and have fun and go play. So the volunteers are big ones. Oh,
Yes. So
if it's not for the volunteers, this doesn't happen. So
yeah, and I mean, it's all for a great cause, and I mean, the amount of support we've had it's been fantastic. So we look forward to just building on that.
Yeah,
so
cool. If you mention the course, mention it again, because there's still a lot of time to sign up. So.
Yep. So we always play over at Lost Nation. Last year they had a new owner take over, Dan Whalen, and he decided to go ahead and play with Tony last year.
My partner bailed on me, so I called the owner and said,
so we're like, you're playing in this whether you like it or not. You're going to find out how much fun this can be. And he stepped up and went at it. So that was a lot of fun to get to play with him. But at this point, as well as Lost Nation has treated us, we don't plan on going anywhere else. They've done one heck of a job. And Dan's looking to really step it up and go above and beyond for us, even for this tournament. So he's like, we're going to help you out every which way we can. So it's
great publicity for them too.
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll be there for that. we tend to go there, and they just got their kitchen up and running too.
Yeah.
I've been hearing nothing but amazing stuff about their food.
He's been revamping that place.
Definitely try out their food. That's for sure.
They just had a little clubhouse.
Yeah, yep. They've redone the clubhouse all the way through.
Yeah, we haven't been up there in a little bit, but yeah, the plans he had, and because a lot of times we have to bring the after party with the awards back here into town, and this year we actually get to keep it there because they're fully staffed now. They're so now everybody can participate in everything afterwards. So
they really came in and done a lot. So that's been nice.
I'd like to think we had a little part in some of that, but hey, I'll take credit whenever. So they've been great to us. So we can't complain.
I suppose they must have some members that came over from Dixon.
I would think so. The way he's done, which I don't play a lot of golf up that way because I'm just too lazy to drive. But it sounds like a lot of people are.
I tend to go there a little bit more.
He goes quite a bit.
Yeah, but they have their leagues are back up and running. They've been doing really well from everything I've been hearing. So it's been nice seeing that come back to life.
Yeah,
it's a fun little course. So
okay, lots more time this time to get involved. Whether you want to volunteer,
correct,
or you want to play, you got plenty of time. Well, I don't want to say plenty of time because, as you say, there's some people who say, "Yeah, I'm going to get in there.
Yeah, our big thing right now is volunteers, golfers, and sponsors.
Yes.
Sponsors are the main reason how we get to donate most of our money.
Sure.
The golfers do pretty good, don't get me wrong, but they're paying a pretty good amount of money to play in this as it is. It's our sponsors that do most of our donation.
Yeah, last year we were able to
First year we did 17. Second year 3,000, and then last year we did 35. This year we have a goal of $5,000. So we've done pretty decent considering.
It's growing.
Yeah,
that's what you want.
Yeah, it's definitely something. It feels good to give something back and for a good cause. So I think it's people have been on board very well with it, and but the sponsorships, everything is on our website, and that's at www.yousuckjackass.com. So,
well,
it's all spelled out, yousuckjackass.com, and you can, there's tabs up at the top.
That's twice. I didn't say it.
No.
But
hey,
okay.
That's an official website. So
it's an official website.
We're not saying anything wrong.
He has to talk to the bank tellers when he has to call in about the thing and explain that to them. But
go to the bank teller sometime and be like, I want to deposit this money in the You Suck Jackass account. They love that one.
Yep.
Because they're like, I'm not typing that in. I'm like, I promise you, it's in there. I promise. That's a real thing.
This is no joke.
No. We like to have fun, but it's a real thing. So we get to have the joys of being able to donate a pretty good sized check every year.
Yeah.
So
people obviously know about it now. So hope it grows. Well, I hope it continues to grow between now and the tournament time, and then next year again. Sounds like it will. And by July, we should have some good weather.
I hope so. I'm ready for this weather to crank over. And
I think we can
start to go outside.
I think we've earned it. So, let's hope so.
Well, we have been talking to Chris Schueler, Tony Walters, about the YSJ Golf Tournament coming up in not too long. And I'd like to thank you guys for coming up once again. And,
appreciate having us.
Yes,
also like to thank our crew for putting this program together on a regular basis so we can produce it. I'm Mark Morris, and please join us next time for Along the Line.